All right, so this client onboarding automation, which basically automates your whole agency's onboarding process of creating a new Slack channel for communication, creating a project management portal, sending the client a warm welcome message. All of that stuff is just automated within minutes, and it saves you, your team members, a lot of time, a lot of money, and just a lot of headache that you never have to worry about stepping into the whole process of onboarding a new client for your agency. It's a pretty done for you service, and it'll just get performed itself. You don't have to do anything but just sign new clients, okay? Also, in my previous video, I just showed you how this onboarding automation can actually help your agency or your business to onboard new clients and basically just save you and your team members a lot of time and money. And why is it something even worth considering, okay? So yeah, in this video, I'm just going to show you the demo of how this automation performs, how this automation looks, what these steps are, and how you can implement it for yourself too. So let's straight away get into the video. Now you see here, I have this automation for myself. First of all, I'll just explain to you what all these nodes are or what actions they perform. So for the first one, you see, it's a select a form thing where you can just select an onboarding form which will contain all the necessary details about the prospect, such as their name, their company name, their email, and the industry, their phone number, all of that stuff. We can just select between these four form triggers. And then once this gets triggered, then we have this group of nodes, which will basically just create a new Google Drive folder, which will act as a resource hub where we can just store all the related documents and resources related to this project, all the files and documents. Once this Google Drive folder gets created, then we get the Google Drive link. Then we have this group of nodes, which will basically just create a new client project inside Notion, which contains all the necessary details about the project and the project status and what tasks are going on and what are supposed to be performed. Then it creates a new Slack channel, which will act as a communication channel between our team, the agency's team, and the other businesses, the prospects team. Okay, so it just makes the communication channel really easy, and there are no other communication barrier that you'll have to face in the future. Then this particular group of nodes just sends the other person, the prospect, a welcome email and an onboarding email, which contain all the links to these Google Drive folder, the Slack channel, and this Notion project. You can see in this welcome email the content that I've written. So it looks something like, hi, name. Okay, so here you see, I just have an example. Hi, Jason Bourne. I'm excited to officially welcome you on board. We're thrilled to be working on this project with you and the entire Jason marketing team. Blah 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 blah. Then, as I told you, the Notion project link that we just created and the Slack workspace link, not the Slack channel link, mind you. I'll just explain to you why. You all have your own Slack workspace link. You can just fill it here and just replace this thing. The next steps: join the Slack workspace, review the Notion dashboard layout, share any brand assets, materials, or access details requested inside the board. So, okay, I'll just explain to you why we haven't added the Slack channel link inside this email, rather the Slack workspace link. So it's pretty simple that if you've used Slack before, so it's like whenever you want to invite anybody to your Slack channel, first you'll have to invite them to your Slack workspace, and only then will you be able to send them a invitation link or a personal invitation to the Slack channel. Okay, so the fundamental step that you'll have to follow is to first invite them to the Slack workspace. Then, second, we have this onboarding email. I'll just show you the contents again. So here you see the email looks something like, once again, welcome aboard. Hope you found my previous email and read it already. If not, please consider checking it fully and completing the steps before mentioned there. Here are some other steps, which are first of all an onboarding form that we need them to fill. Then second one, here's a Google Drive folder that we created that will store all the project resources and basically the folder that will act as a resource hub. Then third is our calendar link so that they can schedule a kickoff call with us at their preferred time, at their preferred schedule. And then all this stuff and just some efforts at the start, blah, 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 blah. Watch the some snowballing ROI outcomes for Jason Marketing. Talk soon, your name. Okay. This is how it looks, and I'll just explain to you again, like what these emails do. So you see here, the long notes that I've written here are something like the first email includes a warm welcome message to hook them into the project process already. So it's like whenever any new client gets signed in, and as soon as they fill in the invoice or as soon as this thing gets triggered, they will be sent a warm welcome message within 5 minutes of this thing. And that email will contain a warm welcome message plus a Slack workspace that we created and a Notion database, which will contain again all the project's status and the tasks and all the details. then they can just, join the channel later from our workspace first and also review the database in Notion. Okay. Then the second email, which is the onboarding email, it contains an onboarding form link, which will retrieve all the necessary details about the client and the project to get a good kickstart. Then a calendar link, as I told you, to schedule a time together. Then a Google Drive folder link, which will act as a resource hub. Okay. This is how simple it is. And finally, we have these notify the team steps, these group of nodes, which will basically just notify our team, like send them the suitable team members the email that a new client just got signed or a new client just came on board. And also to the Teams Slack channel, a message will be sent containing all the Notion's database links, the project portal links, and the Slack workspace link. Okay. So finally, after this long explanation, let's straight away get into the demo of this thing. So I'll just click on execute this workflow and I'll fill in this form with some random names, company, Smith. Okay, so finally I filled the form and as I click on submit, you see in the backend, this whole process just gets activated and all these steps are followed within just a few seconds and all the onboarding process that you want is completed. Okay, you see the workflow has been executed successfully and now I'll show you the Google Drive folder that was created, the Slack channel and the project portal inside Notion that was created. So first of all, you see here, in this group of nodes, we have this get drive link node, which will just give us the drive link. I'll just copy it. I'll just go to another tab. I'll just paste it. And you see here, with the agency's name, the Kiara Smith Marketing, that was the agency, that was the other business's name. With that name, a project is a folder is created, and here the other person can just upload all the files and all the required resources. Okay, then another thing is our Notion database, or basically our Notion project portal link. So if I go to our Notion CRM, and here we have all these prospects with this one, this Kiara Smith at the top that we just created. I can open this. I can just fill in all the required details about the prospect. I can just add in all the tasks and basically just, manage this whole client project portal, which will also be accessible to the other clients. So they can just review this thing and also it looks kind of professional. So yeah, then another thing is creating this Slack channel. So you see a Slack channel was successfully created. And if I go to my Slack account, here I have all the channels created. So you see here, Kiara Smith Marketing Project Portal. This is created. And when I open it here, I can basically add the other prospects team, the other clients team, and we can just have a good communication in between. Then you see here we have sent a message to our team Slack channel as well. So if I open my team Slack channel, this thing. You see here, a messages came that, hey team, we signed a new client, name, company, industry, email, and all the project portal links as the Notion database, the Slack, and yeah, that's it. That's how the automation performs. And that's how easy it makes your whole onboarding process, which might cost you or your team tons of hours and tons of money to even get this thing done by someone else. And yeah, that's just it. That's how simple it is. Now, I'll just link this thing, this workflows link in the description, so you can just download it and you can just go to your end. You can just click on these three dots and you can click on either import from URL or import from file, and then you can import this whole workflow for yourself and just set this thing up for your agency as well. So yeah, that was it for the video. That was it for the automation. Now, if you liked it, be sure to drop any gestures of appreciation in the comments or by liking this video. And also, again, I just have linked this particular workflow, this automation in the video description. You can just go to init and paste this, import this URL, import this file, and use it for yourself. Okay, it's a pretty done for you thing that I've created, and also the forms that I just showed you, you can just use them as you want, like any onboarding form that you want, and you can just fill in all the fields and stuff. Still, if you want me to do it for you, and if you want me to particularly just audit this whole thing for you and how we can implement this into your agency, into your system, and how such a thing can be built for your agency as well, then there's a link in the video description. You can just go check it out, and yeah, you can just reach me there. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for your time and have a great day. Okay, I'll just come in with a new automation in a few days. Until then, bye bye, take care, and have a great day.